Aha, good morning. We are having a beautiful week. We have a Capricorn full moon on Friday, which is June 21. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a full scale reading here on where your awakening has led to you. What are the lessons? Where is it leading to? Also, welcome back to the channel and happy greetings for a Monday. So Libra, you started off. I'm also going to do a couple fire signs today. We're going to do a lot of rapid fire readings. But first, let's talk about Venus and Mercury being in Cancer. And Cancer's a really mothering sign. It's all about nurturing, maybe in fact, even being a physical mother here on Earth. Maybe you got some kids. You could have this very nurturing side of you. You will see the Empress card a lot this week. We're going to see if she comes out here today too. But it's about nurturing yourself, maybe even going through a transition this week. I noticed that if you're purging or if there is a stationary period here where you're getting over a hump in life recently, that will come to a full culmination on Friday. So let yourself have these emotions. Number one, be patient with yourself too. We are also going to get into what the lessons have brought in. So I think what we're going to start off with very casually is look at the animals that pop out for you with animal or spirit of the animal oracle. Let's begin. Alrighty, and I struggled a little bit this morning because I do have Capricorn in my chart and it's a very, very heavy placement. So let's see if we can get through this reading. Let's see what's in store for all the Libras. From September to October, what is the highest advice, please? And we're going to draw out as many cards as we possibly get. Thank you. Koi fish, there's always enough, definitely living within you. You have a lot of resource. A lot of this too, Libra, is in your original air energy of your intellectualism and your smarts. If you've gotten to a place in life before where there was a lot of abundance, it still lives and resides within you. All it takes is getting crafty, using your resources, and recalling your power back. Also, the koi fish in Japanese culture is a very, very powerful symbolism. Some of you could know a friend that has like a koi on their body tattooed, or this is your very own insignia in terms of spiritual arts. So we have the koi fish here. Could be very family connected too. Fishes are like they love to swim in schools. We have the dolphin spirit on the shuffle. That's funny because this morning I was watching Minnow Pond, Chris over at Minnow Pond Tarot. He drew the same dolphin card, which it flipped here as you guys saw live. This and that are true. What I've read about this card in the booklet is it states that if you already have an intuitive nudge that something is happening, you're definitely right on about it. Your heart's in it. And so this is about having a playful spirit, but it's also a new beginnings card in the Oracle deck. It says this and that are true. I think some of this advice is going to come into the reading a little bit heavier as we go into it, but have a playful heart. Be very forgiving too. They are one of the most communicative, playful animals in the ocean, and I feel like that part of you still resides there. We all got to call it back too in our adulthood. So I feel like that's asking you to just look at what's in the here and now. Both of those cards being fish. Okay, so we got 21. We have be at peace. I saw this on the pre-shuffle. I'm really excited it came back out again. Be peaceful. This is a time where the waiting room is closing out, Libras. And so as you look at that beautiful full moon in Capricorn, change of perspective, embracing the peaceful time that it's going to become. Many of you are walking into a new love situation, or you're getting into something different in terms of career goals, in terms of where your dreams are at. I do look at this card differently nowadays. The dove spirit, all it's saying is invite the peaceful notions, live in the here and now, and also don't take things too seriously, because I feel like sometimes that could be the drag down, is taking it too serious and not inviting any happy thought into it. As well, it's a very rigid mood. It talks about family, how you feel in your security. The dolphin spirit's just asking you to release that weight if there's been a weight on your back. We have Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle in the here and now. The obstacles, I told you guys on Friday, it's the signifier of the end of a period, right? A long period of maybe doing something like Groundhog Day, or you've been exposed to those types of elements where it's been tired, true, it's been exhausting as well. So this Rhino spirit, there's a short video that I caught with lions. This was on my feed the other day, and I saw like the mauling, like the attack on YouTube of a rhino versus a lion. And it says here, Overcome any obstacle in the moment. It says 50. So some of you could be turning the page on a midlife scenario where you're heading to 50 years old. It says here that you've overcome already a lot in the past. This is just one of many that you're doing on your own. So this could be an obstacle too that's been needing a closure. I do sense the World card like amongst all of these animals so far. So let's see what else turns over for you. The connecting card, please. Flamingo. We have White Raven Spirit. I told you guys, transformation. And I'm going to clarify this card for this particular reading because Capricorn is about that security, stability. Queen of Pentacles would be the card if you want to look at it that way. And it says the transformation is apt to be beautiful with that butterfly. If you notice, the crown is lit up. A lot of the baby butterflies there are being released out into the open. This could be a physical change happening with you as well as an emotional, okay? We have Trust in the Magic 66, that's balance. 6 would be your number, Libras. It's also speaking of being in harmony with oneself, calling back your power and trusting that there is a great mystery to life. This is a very like magical bird you would probably see in a tale of Narnia, or you would see it in Harry Potter, something like that. It says trust in the magic. We're also going to clarify this card. We have embrace the in-between period. I mentioned something about waiting room in this reading. Something about you waiting for the next or what is coming up next and not having so high of a bar or expectation. This is also another playful card, asking you to see the different perspective as you're in the waiting room. A lot of you might have thought that this waiting period has been really long in the 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands. However, those pursuits always end up somewhere. There's always something that becomes of that type of journey. And we have the flamingo rounding out all the animals. So as a conclusion, a lot of transformation, a lot of evolving too with the rhino spirit, and the flamingo just calls back a lot of your old, maybe Libran playful side, the communication you used to have, which you're utilizing for the future as well. Maybe communicating to someone else too this week, your journey. A lot of you talking about the culmination and having that, I don't know, bounce back with someone else who's purging an end to their season of life that's also coming to an end. That happened a lot yesterday on Father's Day. I had conversations where I found that someone else was going through a similar situation. So we're looking at that, and we're going to do it live as well. I'm going to get an information card. I call this the 411 of the day, and we're going to look at the Capricorn full moon message. I see an arrow, so it's got to be Sag. Luck is on your side. Full moon in Sagittarius. Also, that arrow there could be pointing to a specific place that you're going to in life. It's like you're getting the synchronicities to trust in it. These 2 cards alone, I mean, they say basically the same thing. It's lovely to do a reading and you see also relationships that meld together. They come together in a different sense. So something about trusting in the magic, Libras. Many of you could be wanting to walk outside, and I'm sorry too for the trash truck that's picking up the trash outside. That could be a message also. There's something here about trusting in the magic being pointed in a specific direction too. As you notice, the arrow is pointing up to the full moon, so it could be ending that night, like I keep saying. And direction-wise, that you are still noble, you are very much loved, and your security will be something that you put in check this week. Okay, because remember, it's about 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles with the Capricorn full moon. And Cancer is very nurturing. We're going into that season now where we do want to feel loved. We do want to feel protected. Cancerian is also the crab. So it's also about being in a secure place in life. Let me get one more advice. Thank you. Right away. We have don't let your past hold you back, the South Node. So check also where your South Node is in your natal chart. That could be important just to understand, get a grasp on. Okay, I believe my South Node is in Taurus, which we're heading out of that season. So just to share with you guys. Okay, so that was the advice. Don't let your past hold you back. Let's get into the reading, shall we? Shuffle for Libras in this last few seconds. You also will have a second one to recap this one. Going into the Capricorn full moon on Friday, it's going to be June 21. What are the messages that we need to see from this 78 card tarot of red fairies? Think right away. Four of Pentacles. Either you're holding on to resources, you call back your power though in the Four of Pentacles as being a secure, stable person. Looking at what you have is also the Four of Pentacles. I feel like that's a very financial card. You're holding on to what you have and doing the best with it. But is it too secure, or are we limiting ourselves in the limiting beliefs department? Four of Pentacles too could be holding on desperately. Like, let's say I'm holding on to this and I don't want to sell it, put it on eBay, anything like that. It's a drastic holding on. So this could be the energy of you or someone around. I feel like it's also a love holding on to what's here. And we'll also clarify the four. We have the 10 of Pentacles flipping over. This is about family, again, resource security. So this is about what's going on in the future. As you see, they're taking a family photo in the early 1500s. They kind of look like an Amish family. And it says here with the 10 of Pentacles that you're doing good with your plans. Some of you Libras too, you're very good with spending and saving. If this is a concern lately, I think that it's leading towards a new relationship. Maybe you're sort of nesting in this period of time. Cancer is going to hit the day after the full moon. So that season is going to be June 22 to July 22 for Cancerians. Okay, what's the connector and the main message here? Thank you. Can't see that one. We have the Fool card, the Hanged Man with Pisces, Knight of Swords. So flipping on a Monday is either you acting in your air energy of wanting change. You want to feel change, perhaps even hear passion. Be very careful this week not to be too impulsive and think before a lot of your actions that you do take. Process your words. Be careful with your words is also coming into this reading. I do think that there's still limiting beliefs that we're working through as people. That's just something that's coming into this reading, but you have a higher perspective of where your higher self sits. So this is the good news of the reading, is the Hanged Man. You took a pause, perhaps this past weekend, and you're also evaluating new steps. There is a plan here. There's also a strategy. So I see that. Also, the transformation could be on a soul level. I'm talking like DNA level where you're planning this. The transformation is heading on through. You could even be feeling this physically, not as tired, a little bit more energetic too. The Fool card is a new journey. So this checks out as well. You have Aries energy here of starting a new plan. A lot of you, it's in love. Okay, I'm just gonna go flat out and say it. That's what a part of this video is touching on. But also the fact that you're more independent than ever. And you can be any age discovering that. Chris at Minopan said something similar to his Fool card. Of course, it was like more, it was heightened. It was explained within like 3 minutes. I feel like what the essence of these two cards is, it's about getting smart about the future. You're picking up on a certain tool or aspect of yourself that's researched. You might come across that someone is already doing this also in your life. So as an aside, this could be a new idea, the Fool stretching into the 10 of Pentacles, coming into a financial opportunity as well. That is an idea, or it's presented to you as something that you see. Again, I'm getting something about a friend showing you this avenue as well. And it's quick to do. It's like little schooling, very little training is what's coming in here as well. You could be learning about that this week. Let's get the love cards. Okay, thank you. We have a lot, and I'm turning over a card I didn't see earlier. So we have 7 of Swords, yikes, 4 of Swords, and we also have the 8 of Wands. 1 second. Okay, so someone else around you is planning. This 7 of Swords is a strategy. It's also the original Watcher card. If you guys remember, it's a Page of Swords in its own element. This is the person that's been planning to talk to you because the 8 of Wands is here. There's also communication today on Monday. This could be your very own communication that you're sending out, but it has a positivity. It's like your communication is also advice. It's a bounce back between two souls, or maybe even here multiple people, Libra, if you've reached out to people over the weekend. I feel like it helps you. There's something here about the power of 3, the power of resource, people coming together to guide each other. And this 8 of Wands could be helping you this week as well. Something in common is also coming to me in this reading. So you could be sharing and caring and it works out. There's a lot of Cancerian energy within that. I highly suggest that too, just because of the energy that's going on with Venus, Mercury, and then beginning Cancer on June 22nd. What's this Four of Swords in love? You may have been taking like a restful break because we have the Four of Swords here, which is Libra energy. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, the Five of Pentacles on the desk too. So someone feels left out in the cold, or there's a lack of communication with a Cancer. This picks up this week though, you get messages. So this Eight of Wands is showing up in everyone's readings. This is fast communication, very rapid card in the tarot deck. I want to look at that in the future because that seems like it's a big theme this week. And we also have one last card, the Emperor in red. Lady in red. I don't know if they're thinking of you because I got Lady in red as opposed to it being the Emperor. I'm sure there's a person around you who wants more communication. Can I see the Eight of Wands to the Emperor, please? And then in the final moments, I'm just going to look at this for you. The Lovers, Gemini. The Wheel of Fortune, fixed signs, Aries, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. Scorpius is a new sign. We have the Lovers card with Gemini. Yeah, you know what? It's okay. I have to truthfully tell you what this combo is. They're major arcanas, so you do have to take them seriously at some point. They're majors. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers card combined is a huge power about possibly reconciling with you, bringing back a talk, so reconciling a conversation. A heart-to-heart is also this combination, and it comes solidified with an Eight of Wands communication. So I feel like there's something heartfelt that's said here. It could be put to bed too in the Lovers card, meaning that it's something that no longer gets brought up and you have a complete closure with. And I just want to clarify that with one more feeling. This part of the read is very specific, or you could be welcoming in a new love with that Wheel of Fortune. And I do see a new person dynamic for many of you. I see that there's a relationship that wants to come in. For many of you, that's a soulmate type of feeling. That's the Lovers. And then we have communication coming in. Who is this Emperor in connection to the Wheel of Fortune? Thank you. One card. A King of Cups who's very compassionate. And I also got the Sun card on that flip. So Leo and Scorpio energy. These are fixed signs. I'm not sure if that's going to be towards your specific story, but it's about somebody loving that wants to have happy communication with you, okay? For some of you, it's a reconciling partner. And for many of you, it's a person who's regained clear thinking. This person wants to come in clear and also have a new beginning with you. So this could very well be a new partner coming up with Cancerian energy there, as you see also more water in the King of Cups. I will be back in a second video for you heading towards that full moon in Cap.